So first of all, thank you so much for jumping on a Wednesday night to you know, get trained, which is all what which is what which is great because it's great to have some time to just like connect with each other and also learn from each other. And that's what I'm hoping that tonight's going to be about. It's not just me sharing all the ideas with you guys. I am really hoping that you guys are chat and that you're going to share more ideas as I share what I have to share, because sometimes that's what happens in a brainstorming session is when someone starts sharing an idea. Like this happened to us on the weekend when we were talking. I had two girls over, we were watching World Tour, and we were talking about one of the girls did a party pack, and she's like, I'm not really great at sponsoring. I'm not really great at like recruiting. And I was like, well, you're really good at booking parties. And so we got to this concept of a perk pack, which is pretty much like, so she does really great with party packs. And we're like, why don't you do like an info pack, but just change it up a little bit, like call it something else. And we came up with this word called perk pack. Anyway, basically where I'm going with that is as we chat and share ideas, I just feel like your brain kind of goes to another like kind of area and allows you to kind of go think outside the box a little bit. And I feel like sometimes that's where some of your best ideas come from. So make sure that you share. So who is excited, and use the comment box, who is excited for this month's join special? Anyone? Yes, I am too, Leaks. And I'm sure you guys are all excited because that's why you're literally on here tonight, is to learn how to maximize, I guess, this join special, or how you can kind of, improve your sponsoring efforts. Now, first of all, I want to go through one question. What is the difference between sponsoring and recruiting? Can anyone point that? Like, can anyone tell me what the difference is between sponsoring and recruiting? I have done a training on this before, and hopefully you've seen it. And if you haven't, that's fine. What is the difference between sponsoring and recruiting? Anyone? If it's easier to unmute yourself and tell me too, you can totally do that. Sounds like no one knows. Like there's no hints, nothing. Okay. Sponsoring, helping them to become a consultant. Sponsoring, we help them along the way. Recruiting is just recruit. Lol. Yeah, Melissa's pretty much on the right track. So there's a huge difference between recruiting and sponsoring. And I hope that before you have decided that you want to recruit or to get some new teamies or whatever kind of method you're using to kind of put it out there and to put the goal out there, I really hope that you change that goal to sponsoring someone. Now, the difference between sponsoring and recruiting is literally joining people up. And if you know anything about a compensation plan, or if you know anything about the vibe of Scentsy or the community in Scentsy, we don't do that. We don't just recruit people and let them be. We don't just say, hey, thanks for joining me, good luck with your journey, and I am not going to bother with helping you along the way. I really hope that you know that sponsoring is something that you're going to literally help them every step of the way. There does come a time that you do have to learn to let go and allow them to grow further and pass hand holding. But there is, a time, especially at the beginning of their journey, where you're there to answer questions. Now, I'm not saying this is answering questions at 11 o'clock at night or at 1 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely not. You still have to have boundaries. You still have to have work hours. But I want you to make sure that you're there, you're ready for that role. So many times I've heard people, oh, I was recruited by this person and they're not there. Now, I do believe it is a two-way relationship. I do believe that the person coming on has to be willing to become independent and learn this business and become an entrepreneur. And I do also believe that the person that is bringing them on needs to support them with, you know, where to find things, not so much give them the answers, but where to find things. So I hope that you guys have that goal in mind. And if you haven't, and you were just like, I just wanted to recruit people, hopefully that makes you realize there's a little bit more to sponsoring. It's not just recruiting. You really do need to realize that you're going to train them and support them along their journey for, you know, months, years, whatever it looks like. Okay, so in the comments, why should people join Scentsy? Now, like, why, what do you reckon the reasons are that people should join Scentsy? Or you can also answer, why did you join Scentsy? In the comments, put it in. What are the reasons? And now I'm not saying like when you first heard of it or what brought you to, you know, ordering a kit. You wanted some extra money, yeah? As a hobby to support your addiction. Okay, so discounts. Oh, it's going too fast now. Woohoo! Okay, free Scentsy, extra income, the possibility of working from home, being your own boss. Okay. Extra money, community support, free Scentsy. Okay. Extra income, love the products and side hustle. So basically what I want you to do, there's heaps and I love it. Keep it coming. Okay, what I want you guys to do is go to this chat. Write down these reasons because these are the reasons why you joined, why people joined. And it's interesting because, you know, a lot of people haven't put like friendships. I feel like that's probably why you stay, right? But why did you join? Look at these reasons and write them down and have these in mind when you're thinking about who you want to approach or who you want to talk to about that. But I'll go into that. Now, while you're writing these reasons down, why do you stay? Is the reason that you joined Scentsy different to the reason why you stay? So lots of people are going for freebies, okay? So there's a lot of people that are like, I want free stuff to get discounts. Like, you love the team, woohoo! I love the team too. Still the same, it's to socialize, awesome. A little bit harder at the moment because you have to socialize online. Okay, so again, more reasons. So go through there, write down all the different types of reasons because you might have joined to get discounts, but you might not have thought about, you know, maybe I wanted to join for an extra stream of income. Maybe you didn't join because, you know, you wanted to socialize. So these are all the different reasons that you need to think about, not just the reasons that you joined, but think of other people and what they're thinking, you know, what they're looking for or what they have, you know, that is missing at the moment in their lives that they're trying to find and see if Scentsy can be a good fit for that. Now, I want you guys to know that Scentsy won't actually, and you're gonna be like, what? Scentsy won't fix everybody's problems, unfortunately, or won't always be the reason to help people. So when someone's looking at socializing, like unless the person wants to go out there and have parties to have a platform to socialize or they want to put themselves out there, they're not going to find that in their business. They're not going to find that after they join Scentsy. They have to be willing to do a little bit of work to get to that point where they're socializing, for instance. So you have to keep that in mind that the person does have to work because otherwise they feel like they're disappointed because they're like, oh, you said that I could socialize and I'm not socializing. Well, they still have to put in the work to be able to get that reward. So yeah, sense of belonging. I like that one. That's a really good one. Personal development, loyalty. Okay, so these are really, really good reasons. Okay, so one of the things that I'm actually going to tell you differently this time, you guys have heard me talk about like a list of 100. I'm actually going to tell you to throw that list of 100 away. I don't want you to sit there and be like, I'm going to text every single person that I know to join Scentsy. I want you guys to start being intentional. I want you guys to make people feel special. I want you guys to be, you know, actually sit down and think who could actually benefit from Scentsy, who would actually be good at this, and who do I actually want on my team? I'm not just going to sit down and go through my phone and write every single contact that I know. I'm not going to just sit down and think of all the people that I talk to. Yes, that's great, and that worked a little while ago, but I feel like that doesn't work anymore. We have to really sit down and be like, okay, you know, there's this customer that spends $200 every single month. Like, so for instance, I have a customer, her and her sister and her mom, they all spend at least $100 each a month. That's $300. So what I would be doing, and what I'm going to do, is I'm going to sit there and say, okay, $300, let's just say that's about 200 PRV, because it's $340 gives you about 200 PRV. I'm going to figure out what the commission is. That's going to be about, I don't know, what's the commission on 200 PRV? Now I'm going to go back and like do my, like get my calculator out. So 200 times 25%, because I'm on 25%, times the peg rate is $77. So I'm going to say to all three of them, now look, I have, you guys place a $100 order each. That's $300 a month with me every single month. I make $77 off each of you. I mean, combined from all of you every single month. Now, I'm happy to continue to take that, but I really feel like one of you guys should probably join and place your orders for yourself and start getting paid back that $77. And it's only $42 to join Scentsy this month. So see how I'm being intentional. See how I'm thinking, okay, well, that's a qualifying party. That's an active person every single month. She's probably not going to, you know, build a team. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I don't know. But when she and her family and her sister and her mom are ordering every single month, why shouldn't they join? Why shouldn't someone get the benefits of, you know, of that commission? And at the end of the day, once you put it out there, it's up to them. I want to ask just quickly, who is actually scared? Like, what is your fear that you have right now of asking someone to join? Because we all know someone that we're like, oh, I would really, really love this person to join my team because I know this person's going to be a boss. But what is freaking you out right now? What is making you so scared that it is stopping you from literally picking up the phone and sending a text message? Like, you're not even going to call them. You're going to probably message them. Like, let's be real. You're not going to ask them face to face because we're all scared of rejection, right? We are literally going to text them because we want to text, right? We don't want to do it face to face. Okay, you don't want to, that you lose a good customer. Okay, that's a really good question. Let's go. Let's cover that. You don't want to be pushy and annoy them. Rejection. Okay, so I'm going to quickly answer these things. Pushy. Let's talk about being pushy. If you ask someone once to join your team and you tell them why they would be amazing, that's not pushy. Now, if they then either ignore you, that is their response. If they ignore you, if they've seen the message and they ignore you, that is them saying, I'm not interested. Now, if you see that they've seen the response and you go, what do you think? Girl, that is pushy. That is annoying. And you shouldn't be doing that. If they then say, hey, look, I'm not interested, and you go, but, yeah, that's annoying. That's pushy. Think about the people at the middle of the shopping center, right? Where they're trying to sell electricity or whatever they're trying to sell. And you walk past them and you're like, no, I'm not interested. And they're like, but. And you're like, I'm seriously not interested. It's always the second time. You never get upset with the first time that someone asks you a question. It's always the second time. And so if you're sitting there going, I'm worried about being pushy, if you ask once, you're not being pushy. Now, if you go again and you ask them after they've ignored you and they've seen your message and they've told you that they're not interested and you ask again, yes, you're pushy. Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. You're being pushy and stop doing that. Okay, so don't do that. The second, so rejection. Look, Rejection's really hard because I feel like rejection comes from so many different things. I feel like rejection can sometimes can stem from things from our childhood, like trauma. Like I feel like rejection's like really broad. And I'm going to share with you how I feel like I deal with rejection, because it is something that I'm afraid of. And if you have, like, if you've dealt with like how you've worked past rejection, please put it in the comments to help other people. But this is the way that I deal with rejection. I honestly feel like my why and what I want to achieve is so much more empowering to me than being rejected. And so when I sit there and I ask them a question, I actually get to the point where I'm like, I don't care like if you tease me, or I don't care if you mock me, or I don't care if you reject me, because my goals of whatever it is that I want to achieve is so much more empowering to me. And I've just got like my eye on the prize and I just want to get that done. But the thing is my goal is something that is super exciting, something that really, like, if I don't achieve it, I'm going to cry. It's not like, oh, I want to become a superstar director, and if I don't achieve it, well, that's okay. Or I want to become a director, or I want to promote up. That should not be your goal. I was on world tour on Saturday and they were asking goals, and everyone was talking about what promotion they wanted to hit. Your promotion isn't a goal. It's just not a goal. A promotion is a pathway, is a system to achieve that goal. But your goal should never be a promotion. It should never be a title. And so when I sit there and I think of rejection, I'm like, what I want to achieve far outweighs what that person thinks of me. And I'm going to ask them. I'm sweating, I'm crying, I'm nervous, I'm shaking. I don't want to do that. Just like when I had to go out and like talk to businesses that I didn't know, every single time my heart was racing. Like I didn't want to do that, but I wanted to get on the incentive trip. I wanted to make bigger paychecks for my family. And so I got out there and I just worked through that. It was like 1, 2, 3, go and do it before you talk yourself out of it. Like I literally count to 3 and go and do it before I talk myself out of it. That's how I deal with rejection. I try and think of the bigger about the bigger picture and what I can achieve if someone does say yes. Obviously, if you get heaps of no's, it's really demoralizing. But every once in a while, when you get that yes, it just like totally like fuels me up and gets me going again. Now, the third thing that I saw, because everyone was pretty similar, the third thing was you're worried about losing a really good customer. Now, the only way that you're going to lose a really good customer is if you treat them bad as a consultant, as a teamie. Like if you're not going to be there to support them, if you're going to be like, constantly, pushing them to like do things that they don't want to do, yeah, you're going to turn them off and they won't want to be your customer. But if you have a good customer that shops and loves it, well, great, you've got a great teamie. But if you have a customer that does this and is like, you know what, it's not really for me, can I just go back to buying stuff off you? They're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, yeah, sure, no problems. So as long as you're taking care of them as a consultant and as a customer, then you're not gonna lose them. You're either going to get paid bonuses off of their personal sales that's being through the workstation, or you're going to be getting paid bonuses off of their sales that they're going to purchase you off of the customer. So those reasons, hopefully I've kind of comforted you with those reasons. Now, let's get to how you should share this. What is one way that you have thought of right now about sharing the join special? Pop it in the comments. One-on-one. Yes. I feel like next time you see one of your customers or a friend or something that you really want on your team, you need to mention it to them. Or when they're like, hey, how's things going? It's really good. Did you know there's some amazing things happening this month? Oh yeah, what's happening? It's only $42 to join. Like your mini warmer is literally all you need to get a VIP account. Like, so there's social media, there's Facebook, one-on-one, Insta stories going live on social media. Okay, now, with all of these, and these are great, what I want you guys to do is I don't want you guys to focus on the cost of the kit. I don't want you guys to sit there and be like pushing the $42, right? I don't want you guys to push the content, like what's included in the kit. that's boring stuff and people don't really care. What I want you guys to focus on when you're thinking about your Insta stories, going live on socials, all of the above, like face to face, I want you guys to show them how much you love doing this. That's what's going to get people that's going to ask you about what it is that you do. You want to get to that point. You don't want to get to the point where you're constantly going out there and asking people to join your team. You want to get to the point where people are coming to you and asking you to join. And the way to do that is to show them how much fun you're having. Now, that's a couple of ways. You can show them how you pack orders. You can show them how much fun you have doing deliveries. Maybe you get ice cream with your child when you go and do deliveries. Maybe your children get involved in the packing. Maybe you just love dancing while you're packing your orders. Like I saw this one lady once, she had like a video in like on her kitchen bench, and she had the orders and she literally had the music like blaring, and she would pack her orders, and then she would like put the next order in and then pack her orders and literally dance and then put her order to the side. Like, I want you guys to show that side of it, the side that we don't actually document. I want you guys to share that. That's the kind of stuff people want to see. People want to be a part of. They don't want the, it's $42 to join. We've got such a great deal this month. No, they want to see the fun. How much fun are you having? Do you actually enjoy this? Is it a fun job? Because the last thing people want, right? Because let's be real. If you're joining at a $42 kit, you're trying to test the waters. You already have a job that you probably hate, because that's the reason why you're looking for a second income, right? A couple of reasons. One, you might hate it. One, you might actually need some extra money. Okay, so if you've got someone that's already got a full-time job that's coming to check out Scentsy, show them how much fun you're having. How much fun are you having? Show them, how you do it on Facebook, like how you sell, like, show them an inside look into your community. Like, show them, like, invite them to one of your team meetings. Why not? Like, come check it out. Come see what it's all about. Come see what my Scentsy sisters are like. Come see what we do. Not so much about join. You get discounts, or like, those are great perks. But I feel like now people want to be a part of the community, and the only way to show that is to literally be vulnerable and get the camera. Show them that you don't have makeup on. Show them that you're in your pajamas. Show them you don't have a bra on, and that you're like, having so much fun scheduling posts, or that you're Googling and researching something funny and interactive to post on your VIP pages. Whatever that is, that's what I want you guys to show on social media this month. I don't want to see you guys sharing, those are boring. I'm just gonna be honest. If you sit there and go, it's $42 to join, this is all the stuff that you get you get a VIP thing. I know that I fall into that trap sometimes, where I'm not thinking about what it is that I'm sharing. I'm just like, I'm just going to tick it. I'm just going to tick that box because I want to get it done, that I've actually done something today for my business. Take your time, think about what you're going to do, and have fun with it, and literally document that. That's what I want you guys to do. Get to the point where you're enjoying yourselves and showing that, so that people are asking you about the join special, because that's literally what you want to get to. When I first started my business, I actually didn't first 10 people in my team. I didn't ask them to join my team. They came to me, and it got to the point where I said to Andrew, I don't really understand why our team is growing, because I have not focused on the joining side. And honestly, I look back at that and I'm thinking the majority of the reason is that I just had fun with it. I took the pressure off. Take the pressure off of yourself of, I want to grow my team by 15. And I'm not saying that having goals isn't a good thing. Having goals is a good thing, because then it allows you to measure where you're at and help you kind of reevaluate what you're doing for the rest of the month. Goals are great, but take the pressure off of yourself and have fun with it. So with that shared, now that I've shared that side of things, what do you guys think that you guys can do to have fun with your Scentsy business on social media? Can you guys put ideas in the chat? I've shared a few, but I would love to hear what you guys while I was talking, did anything come to you guys? Did you actually? No? Okay, while you guys think of that, I'm going to share a couple other things that you should do. And these are more like, you know, things that you should probably be doing all the time is make sure that you are designing a joining flyer of some sort. Now, Bubba did a Canva training. I think it was last week. I think she's doing another one on Monday to do newsletters, but she did a Canva training. Make sure that you are making a flyer of some sort. Get it printed this weekend or tomorrow, whatever. Get it all printed. Have a QR code that gets them sent to the joining page on your PWS. That needs to go in every single order. Every single order. So this is mine. Obviously, it's not the join special, but this goes in every single one of my orders. It just says join for $150, scan for more info. They scan here, it takes them to the join special, but I need to do one with this, the joining page, but I need to do one with the join special. Now, that needs to go in every single order. Now, if you're not manually delivering orders, which is totally fine, that's cool. I want to get to that point too. If you're not doing that, and you've got people ordering off of your PWS, send them a little thank you note with some samples and a joining brochure for this month. You need to do that. Another thing that other people do is they put like little, it depends how creative you want to get, but some people do like little checks, paychecks, and you can literally put on your order would have gotten you this much in commission. It's this much to join. Let me know if you're interested in making more money. You know, I mean, it's totally up to you and your vibe if you want to do that. Like, that's another option. I'm not a huge fan of that, but again, you can totally take that idea and work with it. You can do perk packs, which is literally a joining pack idea, and you can put them out onto socials and ask if anyone wants them. So something like in a perk pack would be like a joining flyer, but again, make it personal. Like, you know, put a picture of your family on there, put a picture of your team. If you got a team picture, put them on there at an event if you do. And then put put reasons why you love Scentsy, why you enjoy it. Like, share your little story. Like, put a little story together. Nothing long, a short paragraph where you can, again, make a little flyer of it. You can do it double-sided with the join special and then your story on the other side. Again, with the catalog and some samples, and get it out to people. And that can be a perk pack, like perks of joining Scentsy, right? Like, you can get commission, you can go on incentives, you can work towards incentives, you can work towards free stuff. So there's perk packs that you can do. What are some other things that you guys can do to help with sharing? Oh, I will be doing 2 info nights this month that you are able to invite your potentials to. The first one will be next week and probably will be on the Wednesday so that you guys doesn't take another night out of your week. It will be on a Wednesday. It will be an event that's open for you to invite all your potentials along, and I will be sharing the it's an info night, an online info night like this, literally like this, but it will be on Facebook. So make sure that you are inviting people along to that. Sometimes it's just a matter of like someone saying the exact same thing in a different way that helps you get them across the line. You can be intentional and make a list of, and when I say make a list, not everyone, but like, who are those people really wanted to ask to join Scentsy and just haven't? This is your time to get past your fears and ask them with the $42 special. The other thing is sometimes look out for people that are actually saying things like, I'm looking for a hobby in their stories. I'm looking for something to pass up my time. I'm looking for something that will make me some extra dollars. You know, my family's struggling right now. If they're putting it out there, then feel free to message them and say, hey, have you ever thought about doing Scentsy? I think you'd be really good at this because, and tell people why you think they're going to be good at this. Don't just say, I think you'd be really good at Scentsy. Just, you'll be really good at Scentsy because you're great at stories and you have me, you know, you always have me watching them, and I think you'd be really good at selling Scentsy through stories. Or I think you'd be really good at Scentsy because you're really social and it's there's a social side of Scentsy that you can sell with. You know, have you ever thought about doing it? So again, be intentional, think about the person. Yep. So there's another thing, looking out at groups. Has everyone got some ideas from tonight that allows you to go off and like start something? Did I give you anything new? Did I share anything new for you? Basically, the main thing that I wanted to do was I really wanted you guys to take away the pressure and take away like copying pasting things from the workstation and literally having fun with it. That's what I want you guys to do. I want to see fun reels. I want to see you guys dancing. I want to see you guys doing lives, but having like a lot of fun with it. I don't want to see the boring post of join my team. It's $42 to join Scentsy this month. No one's going to react to that. You're literally wasting your time and you are being that annoying Scentsy person on social media. But if you are going on there and you're showing how much fun you're having and you're showing like, what makes, what brings you joy, like it literally brings you joy. Like, what are the things that you share on social media? It's the things that bring you joy, right? Like, is it your baking? Is it your dog? Is it your children? Is it, this new hobby that you've started? That is literally what I want you to do with Scentsy. I want you to integrate that and show the fun side of it to help you sponsor, because that's what most people are looking for, is a community to be a part of. And you've got a really great one here that you guys can welcome them into. So I hope you guys do that, and I hope we can see some fun creative posts over the next month. And just step back and think, am I literally just posting this just to tick the box that I've shared about the join special, or am I going to be creative and fun with it and grab attention? So yeah, so if you guys have any other questions about anything, let me know about the join special. I hope you guys are enjoying the new team page with all the leaders like taking turns. I would love feedback on that as well. I've loved having it. I feel like there's something new and different, a different style every single day. Hoping you guys are enjoying that as well. And again, give us feedback. Prize for tonight. You have 24 hours to post on the team page your favorite takeaway of tonight that you're actually going to go and do. Not just your favorite takeaway that you're just going to tell me about. I want you to actually tell me of your favorite takeaway that you are going to action tomorrow. All right? Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. And I'm really excited to see you all grow. And also with your team, but mainly personally throughout the month, and see you guys actually get out there and be brave and do something new and grow your teams as well. But I'm so excited to see you guys grow personally with the join special that we have. Okay, see you guys, have a great week and good luck.